So welcome back guys to another episode of Rebound Moto. This one comes to you from Hungary, the capital of Hungary being Budapest. And today is the 120th anniversary of Harley Davidson. It is about 1,000,000 degrees. I'm actually evaporating in my jacket. The temperature is currently 37 degrees. My oil temperature is at about 102. So both me and the bike are boiling. But I thought I'd just give you a bit of a look around the city and show you today what Budapest is all about. Traffic jams and taxis. I'm just heading into the center of town now. Plenty of confused looks from blokes on Harleys. When I found out it was the 120th anniversary, I decided to remove my baffle. Oh, look at that, Harleys on tow trucks. And I thought, well, what a better time. How good is that? Mist coming from the roof.
Nice.
Yeah, what a better time to get on the bike and just show all these riders what a real bike sounds like. You know, even though this is chaos, it's so good having the freedom to just jump on your bike and go and explore. Everything that's done by foot just takes ages, and trying to get used to public transport when you're in a foreign city and booking tickets and all that crap. Like, yeah, you might not get the whole tour guide experience, but you definitely get to see a country on your own terms. And I think, yeah, that's worth it, 100%. You want to stop and get a coffee? You can do it. What are you doing, love? Oh no, you're right. I thought you would. Don't worry, don't mind me. How you doing, bike? Are you hot? I'm hot. You know what impresses me about all this stuff is the quality and the attention to detail. You would just never get that. I don't care how good or how big your budget is or whatever. You just never get the quality of the materials and the, I don't know, that's what makes them good, I think. Same as the roads. Quality rocks. Bit of quality rock. Oh, tight, right, I'm going across. Going across the bridge. Am I going the wrong way? Probably. Whatever. I'm here now. Yeah, look, I don't think I'm supposed to be here, eh? But I'm glad I am. Oh, it's so hot. Right, we're on. We're on. Oh, I need some air. I need air. It's too hot. Ice, ice, baby. Do, 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 do. I just did a U-burger here. You reckon? That's how to get around an intersection. Probably should have done it up here. But whatevs. So I'm going to go into narrating what this bridge is all about right about now. So this is the Liberty Bridge, guys. The construction started in 1894 and ran for approximately 2 years until 1896. It was rebuilt in 1945 and connects the Fovum Square on Pest to the Gillert Square on Buda. Basically, the Gillert Square has a Gillert Cave, which is actually known as St. Ivan's Cave, and was home to, funnily enough, St. Ivan, which was a mythological healer back in the day that used to perform miracles using the natural spring water and the mud that was found around the cave. that same spring water and mud is actually still used in a lot of the springs that operate in the area today. So St Ivan's Cave was first modernised, had an entrance constructed in 1920 by the Pauline monks. It was also a field hospital for Nazi Germany in World War II. In 1945, it was recaptured by the Soviet Red Army and served as a chapel until 1951, where the Catholic Church was shut down, and basically it's just a tourist destination now, in amongst many tourist destinations all through Buda, around the hills.
Yeah, right? Check it out. How cool is that? Just carved into the side of the hill. That's different. Oh man, my eyes. Oh, what a day. This is better. A little bit of wind in the jacket. And yeah, it's all right once you get out of the heartbeat of the city. Just gonna go for a cruise along this esplanade. Oh, I've got to go and find some water. Nice. Dun, 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 dun. I think I've hit the upper echelon of where I'm allowed to go. I don't really want to pay to go parking up there. Let's have a look and see what's up here. Bosh, Buda Castle District. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. They've probably got water. Now I've completely lost where I'm going. Well, I mean, can you get lost if you don't know where you were going in the first place? Oh, that sounds good. So good. And there's Parliament House. Jeez, it's got some grandeur to it. Wow. It's an impressive feat of architecture. It is pretty nice though, the way they just randomly pot flowers along the streets. They beautify what's already there, which is kind of cool. Definitely adds to it. All these little terraces off the units. Very nice, I like Budapest. Oh, what I don't like is this heat though. I feel like I'm sitting in an oven on the sun. Get on up when you're down. Come on, move it on all around. Ba-da-boop-doo. Ba-doo-doo-boo-ba-doo-boo.
Good morning. So last night was a bit of a ball ache. I didn't really get a good night's sleep. This is the second night in Budapest, and it's been an experience. It's a good time. I had some good food. Cruised around the city for a little bit. Went and checked out the Harley meeting, but yeah, didn't really get a lot of sleep. It's been one of those things, I think, with everything going on in town, and the fact that the unit block is shaped like a horseshoe, as you can see, and there's a little nightclub just down there. So it just bellows noise up, which made it incredibly difficult to try and get to bed, and then you get Harleys starting up at bloody 4 o'clock in the morning. I ended up only getting about 2 hours sleep, so yeah, We'll jump on the bike today, pretty much packed up, ready to roll. I didn't really come in with any pre-contextual ideas of what I wanted to do. So you find yourself just going out and exploring for the day, which is cool. Like, it's nice getting out there, but I didn't really have a driving force to be in Budapest for any other reason than I wanted to come to Budapest because it was in Hungary and it sounded cool. So yeah, today the plan is, I was thinking about going to Serbia and crossing the Serbian border because it doesn't take away from my 90 days out of the 180. It's not inside the Schengen zone, which gives me the option to travel for, I think it's up to 90 days. Those Balkan countries not being included are a massive win because then at least it enables me to travel and not have to worry about the time as much. And it'll give me more time to, yeah, really just enjoy it instead of feeling like I'm constantly just going from place to place. And it's, yeah, pretty taxing. You need a good night's sleep. The aircon in this place didn't work at all, so I was just sitting there and yeah, wasn't great. But anyway, I'll get moving and I'll speak to you when I get back on the bike.
All right, what a mission that was. Pulled over twice because my GoPro wasn't working. About half an hour out of where I'm staying tonight, which is a place called Baja, which is pretty much heading south from Budapest towards the Serbian border. So yeah, I've got one night here to reevaluate my life. This looks to be my town. This looks all right. Looks bigger than any other towns that I've gone through today. Ah, this is awesome. Where did this come from? Have a go at this. Am I even in the same spot? How good is this? Nice, Gary. It's a town square or something. I don't know what that building is. Another church or something. So, oh yeah, I'm crossing the bridge, right. I was going to say, I don't think I'm on this side of the river. Girlfriend has a nice bum, mate. Good for you. Ah, look at that. Bloody nice, isn't it? Good footy in the park. Mate, what's this? Hua, hua. Hey, this is the accommodation. Check it out. Check it out, check it out. Looks to be nothing wrong with this. On the water. Oh, it's time for a swim. Alright, so good morning from Baja.
I had a pretty good sleep last night, so feeling pretty good. Should be able to make a few kilometres up today. Gonna head into Serbia. There's a place called Novi Sad, which is just up on the top of the, I guess the Serbian, no, it's not on the border, but it's, yeah, I don't know, a couple of 100 k's in anyway. And then I'll go to Belgrade. From Belgrade, I'll cross into Romania, and I've seen a pretty snaky route out to the Transalpina. So I'll be following that over the next couple of days.
Alrighty, just for demi purposes, demonstration, I'll start off generally the night before and just have a bit of a look on the map, because even though these are the newest Garmins, they generally tend to be a little bit laggy,
just in doing this sort of stuff, just scrolling in and out and having a look around. So I generally just tend to use this map as a base of reference. So here we are in Baja, and I just picked this yesterday because basically it just has yeah, it's nice and close to the river, isn't it? Thought it'd be a good spot. And today I was having a look this morning about just heading down this way into a place called Novi Sad and then into Belgrade. Okay, so from Belgrade you can cross all through here or shoot across the river, then come back down this way. If you zoom in, it looks like pretty good roads through here. It's probably going to be pretty crappy road conditions, but whatever, you know, that's why I bought an adventure bike. And then have a look at that. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing over the next couple of days. I'm not sure how long I'm going to spend in Serbia yet, but for the purpose of this video, say I wanted to go from here where I am to Novi Sad, just turn on the GPS. It's got inbuilt battery, so you don't need the bike to be on for it to work, which is handy. And look, honestly, it's probably only going to last a couple of hours without it being hardwired into the bike. So you need to hardwire it into the bike, but the application is perfect for this, where you want to plan a route, but you don't want your bike to be sitting on accessories. So where to? And then I always just change this because you'll notice select town or postcode in Hungary. So you've got to go back to change the country into Serbia. Now you can spell the town Novi Sad, that one. So this is just a point of reference. I'm not going to where I said I was going to go, but the whole point of it is that you can slide this little bar here, and basically that will give you the fastest, that's the second fastest, that's the fun one, and that's the really fun one. So it's really good because you can sort of pick a straight line where you want to go, but you can also pick how fast you want to get there and how curvy the roads are going to be on the way in, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. So you can see it changes every time you slide it. It's just got a different map coming up on the screen. So 3 hours and 18 minutes, get there at 1:48. I'm doing the fun one, aren't I? Go. Beauty. And that is how I plot my map on a daily basis. So places like this are exactly why I don't really plan my routes. This is the city centre of Baja. So nice. So I'll speak to you on the road. So I'm coming out of Hungary, approaching the Serbian border now. And as I'm a dual citizen, I'm going to try and use my Australian passport to get into Serbia, just to ensure that it doesn't cut into my 90 days out of 180 in the Schengen zone. But if I've entered the Schengen zone on my UK passport, I should be able to enter Serbia on my Australian passport, and then it definitely doesn't count. So we'll see what happens when we get to the border, and I guess we'll see if border control allows me to enter on a passport that's not got a Schengen visa on it. So we'll see. I don't know. Who knows? Anything could happen. Just try not to get shot. That's the main goal. Try not to die. Okay, rolling up on the border now. Let's see what happens, eh? I definitely should have put my baffle in. Hello. What documents do I need to hand over to you?
Passport.
And?
Moto papir.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Through to Romania.
Please.
Yes, sure. I will be heading through to Romania.
Romania.
Yeah, Romania. Yeah. So as it would appear, it's actually completely okay to drop into any of the non-EU countries under a different passport. Past Serbian borders, no worries. Man, what a relief that I don't have to worry about that. Welcome, Serbia. Yoo! So, on we go, I guess. I don't know where, but we're going on somewhere. Yeah, as soon as I got across the border, I stopped in a service station and picked myself up a drink because I was a bit parched. And when I was in there, I ended up talking like the girl behind the counter. Said, "Oh, where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, Australia." She's like, "Oh my God," just freaked out. Just like pointing to the goosebumps that she had on her arms. She was that excited about going traveling. She was saying that Serbia is a pretty good place to travel. First two people I've spoken to, supermarket chick and dude from the gas station, both seem friendly. So far, winning. All right, bye. So as soon as I crossed into Serbia, I don't have any phone reception. The funny thing is, Romania is not part of the Schengen, but they cover you in Romania, they just don't cover you in Serbia. I completely forgot about it. So now I'm in Serbia, I don't have any phone reception, I can't book a hotel. So I'm literally winging it into Novi Sad, and I might have to pull up at a cafe and have a look at what I can get for the night when I'm there. Luckily I left myself enough time. It's only what, 20 to 3 now, so I've got heaps of time really. Time is on my side. Just gonna nosy on in there and have a look. I can't even play music. I plugged in my headphones before and nah. So it's just me and me lonesome, you know, trapped in me thoughts. Occasionally a nice girl's bum. Right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to cross the border again, which is a pain in the ass. I don't know why that is. The road, the GPS is just taking me this way, but anyway, we'll see what happens. See what they say, hey? Back at it. Hey, I don't know what's going on with this bloke. Am I right to go around him? What's he doing? Nobody knows. Okay, so I'm leaving Serbia. I must be back in Hungary. And now I've got to rejoin Hungary again. Rejoin Serbia again. In about 3 kilometers. Cool. Getting more stamps in my passport in 45 minutes than I have in 3 years back in Australia. These trucks must just take ages to get through. All passports, EU, right. Hello. On my way through, just going to stay in Serbia for a couple of weeks and then heading into Romania.
You are now entering Croatia.
Croatia? Okay, I'm dripping back into Serbia through the GPS. Alright, thank you. Bloody Croatia. Yeah, right. Well, that's not where I thought I was. I'm not gonna lie. Hungary, Serbia, Croatia, 3 hours. Okay, we're in Croatia. Nice little bit of Croatian twisties before we drop back in, eh? Hey, hey. See, the border's just up here again. Back into Serbia. Alright, well that was bloody stressful. On my handing of the passports over, I went through Croatia back into Serbia, and because I've got 2 passports, fumbled my passport and it's pulled 2 passports out instead of 1, and I didn't see it. It's just caught my glove or something, and the passport has no shit, it's fallen down the side of my tank and wedged in between my tank and my crash bar. So the next time I got to a border crossing, I went to grab my passport and I only had 1.
So unfortunately, that day was just one of those days that you get when you travel solo. I'd gone through all the border crossings, and the last border crossing back into Serbia was the border crossing where I noticed. So none of the other border crossings would let me just go back and have a look. I had to then re-go through the whole customs situation and make sure that, you know, all my passports were stamped leaving the countries that I'd just come from. And I had to go back to the original Serbian border before a customs officer noticed that my passport was on the outside of my bike sitting under my tank. So I then had to turn around after I found the passport, go back through all the border crossings a 3rd time and get everything re-stamped again before getting back on the road to Novi Sad. So this is me arriving in Novi Sad, pretty over it at this point and keen to rest up. But later that night I did find a really awesome national park pretty close to Novi Sad, about 10 minutes out. So that's going to be included in the next video. That's going to be what a predominant part of the next video is going to be about, and just checking out Serbia in general. It's a fantastic place. I loved it. Highly recommend it. But yeah, thanks again for watching this one. It was quite a long episode because I have a backlog of footage that I just needed to sort through. It's been quite challenging trying to keep up with everything on the road, taking videos and creating stories that actually make sense whilst editing and still trying to enjoy myself while I'm on this trip. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying making the content for you, and I'll see you on the next one.